First of all, man, I want to congratulate you all. Man, hell of a fight the other day, man.
Thank
Hell
you.
of a
Thank you.
fight, man. Yes,
Appreciate it.
indeed, man. I guess my first question, man, is how did that make you feel, my brother?
Your first question?
My first question is, how did that make you feel?
Ah, man, surreal, man. It was a great feeling, man. Words can't even explain, man. But it was great, man. Like I was hoping my alarm clock didn't go off and wake me up, man.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow. So
hold on one
look,
second.
sure. See the
All
7K
right,
sounds
I'm
like
back.
3K. Okay, all right. So when did your son start? What, he was 7 years old?
7 years old. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
wow.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
talk
was. Huh?
talk to me about it, man. How did everything start, man?
All
How
right.
did you get your son into boxing?
Yeah. So I first brought him into boxing because, you know, in school he got into a few fights, and his personality, like how Shu is. He's real. The way he is now, that's how he was as a kid. He was real quiet and timid, and I couldn't see like fighting in him. And I used to go to his school every time he had a fight, and the teachers would tell me he would beat up the bullies. The kids that used to try to bully him, he used to win the fight. And I'm talking about on more than one occasion. So, those times where I used to, meet up with the parents that the kids that he had a fight with, and the parents be actually mad at the kid because Shu was very small as a kid, and he would beat up the bigger kids. So the father or the mother would be mad at the kid because of they let Shu get the best of him.
Wow.
Yeah, so I saw that as, yeah, let me see, man, this kid might have a gift. Yeah,
So you took him to the gym.
yeah, yeah. I brought him
Wow,
to the gym, man.
wow,
Yeah, and the first kid he ever sparred, the kid never came back.
wow.
Yeah.
So did you teach him how to fight?
Nah. I brought him to. I ain't know nothing about boxing, man. I mean, except for what I saw on TV. But
No, well, I'm talking about before he even got into boxing, he was whipping people at school. Did you teach him how to fight? Is that where did he get it from you, or it's just natural?
it's natural, natural. I didn't teach him how to fight, no. But I mean,
Wow.
he just one of them kids that just never took nothing off nobody.
So it just was in him.
Just was in him, yeah.
Wow. And so how did the nationals go? I mean, how did the amateurs go? I mean,
For
how did things?
Shu, I'm gonna say for Shu had a gift, right? In my opinion. And as a kid, he didn't understand that you had to harness your gift, that you had to nurture it, and he just was doing things based on his gift at first when he was younger. And he used to get so far in the nationals until, I mean, he wasn't working as hard as he was supposed to. He was relying on his abilities, his gift. And he used to make it so far in the nationals. Let's say he'll make it to the semifinals or the finals and won't complete the whole tournament. He won't win the whole tournament. Let me say he'll complete it, but won't win it. And I used to tell him, like, yo, man, you got a gift, but you got to nurture it. If you got this far without working out the way you're supposed to, imagine if you put 100% in. So, and then plus two, he had a pro style. Like the gym we went to when he first started boxing was like an all pro gym. So he kind of sparred with the pros. He had a lot of amateurs in there too, but it was mostly a pro gym. So he brought the pro style to the amateurs, which you know how that go. that don't really work in the amateurs. You know what I mean? So, and that's why in the pros, it wasn't hard for Shu to acclimate. That's why he's so mature with his style, because he always had a pro style, even in the amateurs. So toward the end of the amateurs, he started adapting to the amateur styles, and when it really meant something, that's when he took off and started doing this thing in the amateurs. So all those like junior tournaments and all of that, he won like one PAL national, and he won the ringside national. Golden Gloves, he got to the finals, but I wouldn't say that he was, like he was at his peak at the top of his game during the amateurs. I wouldn't say that, but you see the gift in him, but he didn't have that amateur style.
So what made you all say, you know what? I think you can be a pro. What clicked? What was this? It was your decision, his decision. What
made him turn pro? To be honest with you, he turned pro kind of late, so it wasn't even no choice, because he at a certain age, you can't turn pro at 100 years old. So his class, let's say, was Shakur with Boots in them back in 2016. Shu stayed around an extra 4 years.
Good class.
Yeah. So he stayed an extra 4 years for the Olympics. So all the guys that he did, I must say, graduate with, they were very young. They were all younger than him. Tiger Johnson and Keyshawn Davis, those were the guys that were younger than him.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So Shu came out the game a little later. And we stayed around because, like I said, in the amateur game, Shu he didn't have that amateur style. He always fought like a pro. And I know before you turn pro, you got to have some kind of negotiating leverage, for somebody to pick you up. So we stayed around, and we fought in the nationals, and we fought internationally, so we can have a resume strong enough to, negotiate. Yeah.
Right. So how did the signing come about?
You know how business is. When you have solid, if you have something solid on paper, they pay more money, or I'm just going to say any business. I'm speaking in general. And if you don't have proof on paper, either, and even if they know you the real deal and they don't have proof, you don't get such a great deal. So what we did was we made sure that we had what it takes on paper to get people interested in us. We didn't want to just sign with anybody. So we just we did some what you call that, auditioning. Okay. So his first pro fight, he wasn't signed.
Okay.
But he fought on a Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury card.
Great.
So when we did that made everybody want him.
So why Top Rank?
Well, my opinion, I think Top Rank gives you the best exposure in America.
Okay.
They give you the best exposure in America. I think they do the best in up and coming fighters. I think they do the best job.
I agree with that. With that. Well, up and coming, they do that.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard that when you sign with Top Rank, you know when you're fighting and everything. You get a a breakdown. Okay, you might not know who you fighting, but you know when you're supposed to be fighting and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, yeah.
like that. So they
You
take
know exactly, when you're fighting. If you healthy, you know exactly when you're fighting. No
right.
injuries, you know exactly when you're fighting for the whole year.
That's what I'm getting to, because
Yeah,
I have talked to other Top Rank people, and they say one thing about them: they got their shit in order. You know what
yeah,
I'm
they got it
saying?
in order.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I get. Okay,
I'm
so
happy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy, man, that
mm,
we signed with Top Rank.
that's good to hear, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good to hear,
Especially
man.
now, look what happened with
Yeah,
all the other guys. You know what I
yes,
mean? So,
yes, yes, yes,
and
yes.
then too, my opinion, I was born in the '70s, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of a dinosaur, and I know that the old school people are used to seeing fights on TV.
Yes.
Now, with all this new stuff with these apps, it makes it difficult for you to kind of get that exposure that you need. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? So
Yes.
I'm happy to be with Top Rank for at least that reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, brother, when I first seen you, man, when we was up in New York last week, man,
Right.
and I seen you walk up and sit down, I said, "Damn, he must be his brother or something, man."
Yeah.
You did. And when you told me you was his father, man, I said,
Right.
"Damn, that boy got some good genes, then, man."
Man, thank you so much, man. I
Yeah, I
appreciate that.
I kid you not. I came back and told the people at the chat. I said, "Man, that man's brother." I keep saying brother.
Man.
That man father looked like his brother, man, for sure.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. For sure,
Thanks a
man.
lot, man.
Yes, indeedy. So now we here, man, and I like what I'm seeing right now, man, from your guy. I found out about your son by Sean Porter. That's
Oh,
how
okay.
that's how I found out
That's
about him.
my guy.
Yeah, Sean was like, Jay, because Sean comes on here, man, and he
Right.
was like, Jay, man, this kid, Shu Shu.
Right.
I said,
Okay.
yeah. He said, you got to check him out, man. And ever since then, I've been checking him out, man. And I like the goods. I ain't saying that because you on here, because I don't
Right.
get down like that. You know what I'm
Right. Right.
saying? You know what I'm saying? But nah, he has the goods for
I
sure,
appreciate
man.
that, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. And I'm
Shout out to Sean Porter and Kenny Porter, man. Those are my
facts.
guys.
Facts. They good
Yeah.
guys, man. Good
Yeah.
guys, man. I love Sean, man. Sean
Yeah.
gives me love, man. He comes on here. He spends time in the hangout, man. And I like that, man. You
Right.
dig?
Right.
Good guy, man. So as a dad, man,
Right.
what do you want for your son, man?
Well, I want my son to definitely succeed his dad.
Okay.
That's first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to be able to, provide for him, his family, and give back to people and be an example and be responsible. Knowing that there's up and coming young men
Mm-hmm.
under him,
Mm-hmm.
uh, let alone boxers. I mean, young men. Period. He has a responsibility to his younger generation coming up, and I
Mm-hmm.
hope that he's stay on the course that he is, where he can be an example for the up and coming kids behind him. So that's my dream.
Oh.
Because of so many negative influences, even people that do good, certain things I don't like, far as like, with all the showing off and all I don't like that stuff. It's bad because that contributes to some of the crime that's going on. Some people can't figure out how to get to that level, and they might want to, you
Mm-hmm.
know, come up with all kinds of schemes and scams to get to that level. So
Right, right,
I want people to know that you could do that and still be positive and still be cool. You don't have to be, a stick up kid or, so I want him. It's a big responsibility, man. We came from a tough, rough neighborhood. And
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, I hope he could show that it doesn't mean you have to be ratchet or you know, you don't have to be grimy to come from this type of neighborhood.
Hey,
You know.
it been some great fighters that come from out of there though. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
you got Mike Tyson. Riddick Bowe came from there, didn't he?
We got 7 world
Yeah,
champions.
you got
We got Al Bummy Davis,
uh-huh.
Eddie Mustafa Muhammad,
Ooh.
Iron Mike Tyson,
Yes.
Riddick Bowe,
Yes.
Zab Judah,
Yes.
Shannon Briggs, and Daniel Jacobs.
Wow. And Shu Shu Carrington.
And Shu Shu next.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me ask you this question, man. What fight did your son have when you looked and said, you know what? Oh, he gonna be okay. We gonna be all right with this.
I saw him fight. What's the kid name? I think his name is Keyshawn. You're from the DC area, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's the kid name? Keyshawn.
Keyshawn. I can't
He's
think of
around.
it.
He's around Shu age. He's pro now.
I don't know who. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anybody in the chat, help me out. If you know who he's talking about, put it in the chat for me, please.
Yeah, he's from the DC area. I think his name is Keyshawn. Me and his father's real cool.
Okay. Okay.
But we fought in ringside. And this kid was hitting the mitts, man, and it sounded like a machine gun. And I was like, man, I looked at that kid, man. Not only that, right? The kid had on some fly, he had on like a fly fit, man. His robe was fly, his boots was fly, his shorts was fly.
For you. That's DC
man,
for you.
You know how intimidating that could be. That means this kid is a star.
Right.
And you see the kids, you know what I mean? I looked at him and I said, damn, man, this kid, who is he? He must be somebody, man. This kid hit.
Right.
And man, his trainer, man, was hitting the mitts with him. And I'm talking about, it was sounding off, man, like a machine gun.
Was it Barry Hunter, the trainer?
No.
Okay,
it was Short Dog father. He went out. No. Short Dog father wasn't there. Short Dog was it? Yeah, Short Dog father was training him.
Okay.
And brought him out there at least. That's when I met Short Dog father. You know Short Dog father, right?
Yes.
That's my man too. That's my man. Shout out to him.
Everybody then, huh?
Yeah, man. Listen, that's why when I see Devin Haney father, like we all fathers, man. You know what I mean? And we
fraternity.
Yeah. We all sat, man, and ate breakfast together. We all sat in those cafeterias and ate lunch together. But back to your question, it was at the ringside tournament. And I went over there to Shu, and I was like, it was in the finals.
Okay.
And Shu always been fast. He was always fast. He was always fast. But this kid was his mid game was refined, bro. You know, he had his mid game down.
Professional mid slayer, huh?
He had it down. He's a hell of a fighter. He was a hell of a fighter too. Okay, like you could see everybody knew him. Like I can't forget my little man name, man. But anyway, that fight right there probably was his breaking out fight. That was his breakout fight. We won the ringside tournament. Shu Shu ran through the whole tournament and won it. But when I saw him beat that kid, he showed no kind of intimidation and no kind of fear. I was like, nah, he ready. He ready. And after he fought, after that kid was so popular till it gave Shu a name. Shu was
he got clout. He got clout from it.
He got clout. He got clout behind it.
Yeah.
He got clout.
All right, now I done heard something about some movies, man. Can you hear me? Okay. I
So,
heard about a movie. Talk to me.
oh, that he's doing now?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I can't think of the name. Me and him,
Mhm.
I went out there with him, and he was in a movie with that they was making about Willie Pett.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Yeah, yeah. And I thought it was like some run of the mill type movie, some bootleg type. But
I
when I
heard it.
got there,
I heard it's a production.
man, and yo, it was actors there, man, that I saw on the big screen.
Mm,
And he was side by side with them, and they were impressed with him, with his you know how we say in boxing, his green, he was green, man, like, but they was impressed with his, him not having experience, and they said he was a natural actor. So I
wow.
don't know what this kid is, man.
Yeah, so he got a career after this, huh?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah,
That's
they
what's
really
up.
liked him, man.
All right. And how soon would that movie be coming out? Do you know?
Man, you know what? I didn't know it'd take that long for a movie to come out. He did that movie maybe 2 years ago, and I
Yeah.
think it's coming out this year. Or if it's not, they doing something. He got a premiere coming up.
Okay. So yeah, it's about to
Uh,
come out then.
yeah, he got a premiere coming up in like a few weeks or another month or so.
Mm.
So yeah, and the guy who played in Don't Blink or something. And he was a blind man in the dark. It was a sequel. It was two parts to that movie.
I'm not familiar with it,
Yeah, it was
I'll
some
check it
some
out though.
or the guy was deaf or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
blind or something. They cut the lights off, and he was some kind of a protector or something.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's real actors in that movie.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Switching gears. If they called you today and said, Mr. Carrington, who would you like Shu Shu to fight next? What would you say?
Um, me, I personally groom Shu Shu to fight, get ready for everybody. I don't
Mhm.
pick names. I'd
Okay.
rather be the person that people call out, opposed
Oh,
to being
okay.
opposed to calling out somebody. I'd rather be the man than, you know, calling out somebody. That's to me, that's saying you're the man
Facts.
if I'm
Okay.
calling you out.
Great point. Great point.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I get that. I get that. How soon are we seeing them back in the ring?
It's talks about April,
Okay.
so it's not written in stone.
Mhm.
But April is what I'm hearing, what's up in the air. So
Okay. Cool,
yeah.
cool, cool, cool. That's what's up, man. Yo, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Like I said, I'm flabbergasted about your son because I
Oh
just
man,
know
you.
I just know he got stuff that's going down, man. That's gonna be great. You
Yeah,
did,
yeah.
and he don't just got good feet and can fight and everything, man. But he also, man, got charisma. He got
Oh man.
personality. You
Thank
did.
you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, when in this boxing game, you need all that.
No, you need all that. See,
Yeah, that's
I
what
tell them.
sells. That's what sells.
That's it. I said, listen, you spend more time outside the ring than you do in.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that's where you know, you we trying to be noticed, and we trying to get people to fill seats and subscribe for that channel, or if when it comes down to it, pay-per-view, we want people to pay. So in order to do that, they gotta favor you, man. They gotta like you,
Yes.
or they might dislike you. But
That's okay too, though, cause that
yeah,
sells. Cause that sells too.
that probably sells more,
Right.
you know, you know,
Look at
because
Mayweather. Look at Mayweather.
yeah, and you see at the end of his uh at the end of his fight, he did the Mike Tyson he quoted Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I love it. He was like, hey, that made it go even better.
Right, right. So that got over 1 million hits, man, in overnight.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
overnight. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So for me, that's gonna make people say, the people who done never seen him and that was disgusted by that, make them say, man, let me see if he the real deal, man. Because how dare he, imitate Iron Mike Tyson, the legend. Let's check this kid out and see what he is.
Put a target on him.
Exactly.
Man.
So I got full confidence in him delivering, him holding up his end of the bargain.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I enjoyed it, man. Because I didn't hear it the first time. You did. I think I was I was reading some comments, and I guess it was somebody he knew because he responded, and they was messing with him about it. And then I went back, and that's when I heard. I said, nah. but then I said to myself, oh, that's gonna do great for him, man.
Oh man, it did great.
It ain't no such thing as bad publicity.
No. He that did exactly what it needed to do.
Facts.
And still doing it. The numbers is going up every day.
God know what he doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh man, well, listen here, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I really appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Man, it was my pleasure. I enjoyed myself, man.
I enjoyed you, man. You're a man of your word. You said you coming on, you came on, and now we got to get your son in here next. Man.
Yeah. No, I got you, man.
My man. Listen here. Anything you want to say before you roll, my brother?
All right. We have a documentary called Brownsville Born. You can see that on brownsvilleborn.com. It's not on YouTube. You have to Google it.
It's a guy in here. I believe my brother Tim Layton. He talks about it all the time. It's Tim Layton or